Hey, how's it going? My name is JackieFish and welcome to Imperator Rome. It feels so good to be able to say that finally, as I've been waiting on a sequel to EU Rome for some time now. I used to play it back with a friend on the dark days of Paradox multiplayer, where you had to go through the meta server. Actually, was EU Rome even done through the meta server? Maybe it was just done through IP joining. Well, either way, it used to be a very, very dark time playing that game as a child. However, now the new one is here, and yeah, it's going to be fun diving into this campaign. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to it. So let's jump in and decide who we're going to play. As you can see, there are an absolute ton of factions you can go ahead and choose from, and I feel like the game itself is very, very helpful at allowing you to bring up the smallest nations to power if you play it right. We are going to be playing as Epirus today because I've already played a campaign as Sparta off on my own. We've had a very, very successful Sparta campaign. But yeah, let's go ahead and play as Pyrrhus. We're not going to get hit in the head by a loose roof tile. We are going to go ahead and grow up and hopefully conquer everything we see. So yeah, it should be pretty good. So we start off with some pretty good power points. We have 8 in martial, which is going to allow us to unlock traditions a little bit quicker. We have 9 in finesse, and I think finesse, which is basically like civic points, is probably the strongest points section you can have a high scoring, because this allows you to get technology, it allows you to get more trade routes and stuff. It's just a really good one. So the fact that Pyrrhus has 9 in this is going to be really useful. 6 in diplomacy and foreign religion. These aren't as kind of important, but the fact that he has really high stats in these are great. We have 114 population, which isn't bad. Obviously, it's nothing to Macedon's 600, but all the other kind of smaller Greek states have a lot less. You know, Sparta has 63, these guys have 26, Athens has like 44. So we're definitely a strong power. However, we're not going to be, we're still going to have to worry about Macedon pretty heavily, and we're going to have to make sure they like us. Obviously, we also have expansion routes into Rome as well. We don't want Rome to really succeed if we can help it, so maybe befriending Carthage is going to be a good idea. So let's jump into the campaign as Epirus. So this is just a little like precursor of then letting you know whereabouts in history you are, because the 450 isn't actually 450 BC. This is before the founding of Rome right here. I think it's in the year 200 or BC or something like that, because this is 5 years after the death of Alexander. As you can see, his empire has crumbled into all of the successor states. We have Egypt, we have Phrygia, the Seleucids, and obviously Macedon itself. And there'll be a lot of war out here. You'll see these kind of empires crumbling. They're kind of destined to crumble. So yeah, expect these guys to fall apart, and hopefully we can seize the opportunity if we want to go east. We also have a pretty big manpower pool at the beginning of the game, which is extremely useful. Manpower for most of the smaller factions is very difficult to come by, and sieges are going to be brutal, but we'll get onto that a bit more in the future. So let's run through the most important things in a Paradox game, and it's all these little tabs up here telling you that there is something wrong. First off, we need to initiate a trade route, and trade is extremely important in Imperator Rome because you need these resources to unlock certain stuff within your empire. For example, we don't have access to iron at the beginning of the game, which is really, really bad because it means we can't produce heavy infantry, so we're going to be relying on lighter infantry in our army. So if we were to actually end up fighting someone like Macedon, who does have access to iron, they're going to be outclassing us in the battlefield because they're going to be able to produce heavy infantry. So the fact that we can't use it is really, really bad. As well as that, your resources are compiled from the entire province. So if you see everything that is outlined here right now, that basically is the entire province. So all the resources that are gathered in this just kind of go into a pool of our capital. And right now you can see we have a surplus of fish, which is giving us a set of bonuses, and we also get a pretty nice nation bonus. If you have a surplus in your capital, you actually go ahead and gain a kind of global bonus. So you do want to have a surplus of basically everything in your capital if you can help it. So unfortunately, we don't have access to iron, and that's kind of what I really, really want to have access to, because if we gain that, we're going to be in a much better or much stronger situation, and no one really wants to trade it. These guys up here are kind of the most likely to trade it with us, so I think what I'm going to do is it these dudes? What ones were it? It was these dudes, right? Right, who has the surplus of iron? So actually, I was originally going to trade with these guys. However, Carthage have an excess of iron and we are in range and they kind of like us. They're more just indifferent about us. So I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to improve our relations by 50 with them. And hopefully that will allow us to then start trading the iron. However, for now, we're going to probably just trade some grain to improve our population and also start to get towards a bit of a improvement of our manpower. Because if we have a surplus in the capital, we can then go ahead and gain 10% manpower, which is pretty useful. So let's go ahead and grab some from, I don't know, let's go from Thrace maybe? Yeah, let's go from Thrace. We'll just get some from Scythia and that will help, boost up our stats. And as you can see, we're now gaining a bit more population growth, which is very, very important. Next, we have a lack of commanders. Now, this is actually really important, obviously, because your armies become loyal to your generals. So if you have a very unloyal general, he's going to take that army and you physically won't be able to control it. So it's not necessarily a big issue right now. However, in the future, something like that is going to be a big issue when you have like, I don't know, 6 or 7 armies roaming around the battlefield. Some of them won't be loyal and you're going to have to kind of work around that, which I think is a pretty cool way of it working. We don't really have any good commanders. I mean, how old are we? Pyrrhus is 14, so we're actually just going to hold off on this for now because Pyrrhus comes of age very soon and we can give him the army and he will hopefully be much, much better. The next one is scorned families. Basically, this is just telling me that not all of my families hold positions in the court. So each family wants to hold at least 2% of your state income. So you need to give them jobs to make them happy. And that's something which is very important for Pyrrhus because his kind of kingdom is very unstable at the start of the game. So we're going to have to go ahead and try and sort this out. The next thing we have is our technology and research. So you have these researchers and these are adjusted by the kind of skill. So for example, the religious advisor, it matters on what his zeal is. So the higher zeal, the quicker he researches and so on and so on. You spend civic power to go ahead and gain these bonuses. And as you can see, it costs you 100. We just already used 25 to sort out that trade route of grain to the capital. And now we're going to have to look for something to pick up. And I think something we're going to do is probably just the tax rate right off the bat. I think that's going to be one of the strongest things. Yeah, all the tech speed is also kind of nice, but we need money. We want to start an early war and secure ourselves some more land. So yeah, we're going to pick up this property tax right away off the bat, and that will basically remove it from the pool. And every time you level up, more will be added, and the kind of older ones will be replaced with newer ones. And then when you take the newer ones, the older ones will reappear. So it's a nice system, and you basically find yourself constantly getting technology. So it's kind of quite rewarding. The final thing we have to do is our omens. So this will be a range of like different abilities, and these are stronger or weaker depending on your nation's I guess ability to believe in one religion. So if you have a very unified population, these blessings will be a lot stronger. So for example, because we have 100% unity right up here, these are going to be 116% more effective, and you can unlock technology and other stuff to make these just super strong. And for now, we are just going to pick up again the blessings of Hades, because that's going to be giving us an extra 22% tax boost, and we desperately need money at the start of the game. If we take a look at our economy tab, we can see that yeah, we're making a big boost to our taxes right now, and that's basically all of our money. So yeah, we're going to be definitely it's going to be very important we continue to focus on that. Our first event has popped up as we started the game, and basically we can try and create a marriage between us and Phrygia. This will be a great, ally in the East, and historically this is what did happen. He did actually marry into the powers to the East, and they've gone ahead and accepted. So nice, we've gone ahead and secured ourselves a wife. Hopefully we'll have some children soon enough, and we can go ahead and go from there. Did it not get accepted? Oh, my bad then. I guess we got loads of bonuses though, so I only assumed that it did get accepted. Maybe it just hasn't fired yet. Yeah, I guess it hasn't fired. But either way, we'll now do this. So this is our idea system. So depending on your government, you'll have these abilities to pick up these powerful abilities. And if you go ahead and match up the icons to the pictures, so you take a military idea and 2 oratory ideas, then you'll gain a big boost. So you'll gain an extra boost to your happiness and also to a reduction to your tyranny, as well as +1 to every single power protection point. So it's a great idea to do that. However, it is not you don't have to 100% do it. And for now, we're not going to touch this because I want to save my oratory to go ahead and start a quick war, maybe against these guys down here, because before they do ally, god damn it, they did just ally. It was so annoying. We were so close. I don't think there's anyone else we can really ally with. Oh, actually, let's ally with Sparta right away, because they'll be a great power. I do also want to spend oratory on making Macedon like me, so we don't start an early war with them. And we obviously do have our allies to the north as well, but, you know, yeah, starting an early war is probably something that we're going to want to do. Is Pyrrhus of age yet? Pyrrhus isn't of age yet, so we'll wait until Pyrrhus comes of age, because he has, like, 10 marshals, so he can really just kill people very, very quickly. And right off the bat, we already have another boost right here. So we have a whole range of stuff we can do. Extra Diplo rep is nice. Omen power is also good, because if you think about it, the stronger our omens, the more money we make through that tax edict. So this is kind of like a boost to income as well. However, I think taking the early Diplo rep is going to be nice, right? Yeah, I think taking the early Diplo rep is going to be nice. Yeah, let's do that, because we really want to secure that heavy infantry, right? We've also been invited to some defensive leagues. I mean, let's take a look at these defensive leagues. So it's these guys up here to the north of us. They're in a defensive league with everyone up here, which is actually pretty decent. It's not a bad one to defend against Macedon. And then you guys, I don't know who you guys are. You guys are these ones right there, yeah. For now, I think I'll decline. I mean, actually, I'll accept this one because it's no one I'm immediately at war with, so we'll join that league. And we already have too many diplomatic relations. I'm sorry, my dudes. I joined the league, and now we're going to have to leave the league. Someone wants to write an epic tale about me, and I feel like this would be very cool. However, we just don't have the funds right now, and I want to start an early war, so I'm not interested. Obviously, that would give us some great bonuses this early on in the game, but, you know, Epirus is in a very tricky starting position. You know, if Macedon starts guaranteeing everyone around us, which luckily they haven't done, they've guaranteed people down there. Already at war with Sparta. Jesus, Sparta's going in. Yeah, if they start guaranteeing these people, the people we want to secure, the people who are in our region of Epirus, then that's not going to be good, is it? So we need to try and just, you know, conquer this land as quickly as possible, because too often or not, we're going to end up finding ourselves in a very, very hard spot. So we just need to save as much as we can. And yeah, apparently that marriage didn't work, even though we got a bonus to relations. So yeah, let's marry Pyrrhus off now that he is of age. And I mean, let's see someone with good stats. I'm not sure if these stats actually matter. Obviously, these matter. She's wise. She is also corrupt. Fertility, so we can't marry her, obviously. Forgiving, wise, submissive, and lazy. A lot of these people, none of these women are really that good. But I guess she'll do. Yeah, she'll do, I'm sure. Produce me a son worthy of our kingdom. So now that Pyrrhus is of age, let's go ahead and give him access to the army. Here you go, 8 military power. Oh, and these guys are now at war. Yeah, they're starting a small war. They've got a nice power block. But let's go ahead and pick ourselves up a claim. So how claims work? Oh, they gave me a gift. Nice. How claims work in Imperator Rome is you basically just fabricate claims on a region. So we can fabricate a claim right here. And now we'll have a claim. We can't declare war instantly. You have to wait, as if like the messengers are going back and forth. But we now have a claim on this region. We can go ahead and try and secure it. And that's exactly what we're going to do. As well as that, we have just picked up another invention, which is very nice. Eventually, these will just constantly get filled out. You won't be able to keep up with the advancement in your technology. I mean, we might be able to, because our research points are really bad, because we don't have any of the upper class, which is a majority of what you get from, where you get your research power from. Improved relations, I think, will continue to boost that up, because as we said, we're trying our best to get Carthage to give us iron. Hopefully they still have the iron, but yeah, we're basically trying to get as much iron from Carthage as possible. I don't know where they're getting their iron from, what province they are, but they're getting it from somewhere, and hopefully they'll trade it to me. So, I mean, hopefully they still have it. I don't know if they do, but we take a look at it. Oh, they don't even have it anymore. That's so annoying. So it's these guys we want to probably try and be friends with now. So let's, again, improve our relations with these dudes. I guess they've already traded it away with someone else. But hey, that's fine. We always did want to do that. So now let's prepare ourselves for a oncoming war then. So let's declare war and just dive straight into this. They'll get allies by these two factions, which again are pretty big. But I think we'll be okay. We'll bring in our allies as well, and we'll just go in for this war. We can also recruit a bunch more men as well if we need to, which I'm probably going to do, up to like 20,000. But yeah, let's dive into this. We'll try and take that fort, and then we'll move on. Important thing to take into account when you are going to war as well is this new formation system. It's kind of like a rock, paper, scissors on a massive level. You have some formations that are really good against others and some which are obviously weaker against others, and it really depends on your army composition. So at the moment, we're really strong at bottleneck and skirmish, and skirmish is great against bottleneck and cavalry skirmish, and bottleneck is great against hit and run and shock tactics. So you really have to kind of guess what the enemy's going with their army composition. I mean, I think I'm going to go skirmish just because, you know, we are playing in Greece. A lot of the time the factions are going to be going with heavy bottlenecks, but if they go with shock tactics, then we might not be as effective. Obviously, I'm recruiting more men as well. I honestly just want to try and siege this down because in Imperator Rome, sieges are extremely important and they're very deadly, especially at the start of the game. If you guys have played EU4, at the beginning of the game, sieges become very, very difficult, and then as you progress, it gets a lot easier. Oh, here we go. Nice. So the Spartans want to go ahead and take away the surplus of... Oh, we have the Olympic Games going on right now as well. Yeah, sure, I'll just send that guy. So Sparta want to go ahead and trade away my excess of fish. However, by doing that, I would end up losing my national bonus of freeman happiness. Luckily, we don't need this at the moment, so I'm actually going to accept this because the 0.5 gold, the half a ducat more money is going to be a lot more valuable than, say, for example, the extra happiness. Because right now, everyone's happy in the kingdom, you know, so it's okay to do this. So yeah, we're going to accept that. The money is just better, and oh my god, we could improve our loyalty and he gains money, or we could take 10% tax. We're taking 10% tax right off the bat. So this is where the stuff really starts to come into play with the attrition. You start to lose 1%, and I know I have just poured more men into this army, which means we're going to lose more attrition. However, I don't want them to attack me. As you can see, they've got a lot of soldiers, and I think they're going to try and go around and siege me out here. But I'm gonna stay true to this siege. If we secure this, then they're going to kind of be stuck here. So I want to try and do that. Yeah, they're going to start sieging me out here. And they're going to go in for this battle. This is going to be a hard battle, so let's slow it down as they're going in for this. Luckily, Pyrrhus is very, very strong. But yeah, we're going to lose a lot of men. Luckily, we're going to win this one. What tactic did they go into, actually? So they're actually in shock tactics right now. So if we would have gone with the other formation, we would have actually have got the advantage right here. And the combat system is pretty simple. I imagine this is something they're going to revamp in a later DLC, but at the moment you just have these abilities. So as the battle starts, you have your primary cohorts, which for me are my archers. That's what I've initiated the battle with. They'll take up refuge in the front line, and then as they retreat back and they get beaten back, the second line will come in, and then you also have a flanking line as well. Right now we don't have any cavalry, so that's fine. You actually need to trade in cavalry resources to gain that. And it's just the usual dice roll as well. We did just roll really badly there, but we did manage to win. And luckily, we just about kept enough men to keep on sieging, because you do need, I think, 5,000 men for each level. And this is going to be a level... Oh, it's only level 1, so we only need 5 men to siege that. But that's going to be a great victory for us. We can now take this fort, which should give us access to this. Again, forts in Imperator Rome work very much like they do in EU4. So now that we have sacked the settlement, we have a decision. We can let them loot gently, we can go ahead and let the men roam freely, or none shall hide. We can burn it like the city of Troy if we wanted to. We could salt the earth. However, we're not going to do that because you end up killing a lot of the citizens, and obviously this is going to be a core settlement. Like, I feel like none shall hide will be, you know, if you're Carthage versus Rome and you go ahead and you just want to hinder Rome from the next war, this is the type of stuff you do. So I'm going to be gentle, I'm going to improve my popularity, gain a bit of money, and just move on. As well as that, whenever you conquer a settlement as well, you go ahead and gain a slave back at your capital, and you also kill a slave as well. So let's make our way over here. We'll siege out their last settlement, and we should be able to take all of this territory in one go. And we also did just capture one of their leaders as well, which is good for us. We might even just capture this, because we are at war with them, right? Yeah, we're at war with all of this, so we can actually secure the entire region of Epirus in this one go, and that would give us access to earthworks, which is great for research, olives, which isn't that important, and also more olives. So we can actually trade out olives elsewhere, because we'll have a surplus of that, because 2 of these regions produce olives. That's going to be great. So yeah, this war's going very well. Our reinforcements have also turned up as well just now, and they're going to be sieging, so we could take a whole spew of land in this war. We'll have to see, you know, how it goes after the sieges and what we can actually take, but yeah, we can take a lot of land. We do have to keep an eye on our manpower though, even though as Epirus you start off with quite a lot. But like we still have to be careful because it takes a long time to replenish the manpower. I think it's 10 years longer than EU4. EU4 is 15 years to replenish your manpower, whereas Imperator Rome is 25 years. So if you find yourself in a string of wars without manpower, you're going to be in a really, really bad situation. And oh my god, people are already trying to plot to kill me. That's not good. Oh yeah, something else I should really be doing right now is now that we have enough oratory power, we should be picking up our idea groups. So let's go ahead and do that now. We just won another battle here as well. It's just all we're doing is sieging. So yeah, definitely we need to pick up a military idea because 10% morale is great. There's a few other ones, like if we were going to build ships, this would be great. But yeah, the 10 morale is just more than valuable. And now we have to make a decision. Oh, actually, we have to make a decision already. They have 20,000 men there. These guys, oh my god, they're not even going to get back in time, are they? This is interesting. Okay, we need to recruit some more men then ASAP because they've got 26,000 men there. Oh wow, things have gone 0 to 100 real quick. Let's go ahead and build a bunch more infantry then. And yeah, let's make our way back. We need to form up. Hopefully our allies will join us if we allow them to attach. And then we need to fight this battle. So hopefully we can sneak back into our land before they conquer that. Because if we don't, it's going to be very bad for us. And hopefully these guys form up on us. Because they've formed up. I guess they've won their war. And now they're getting ready to fight us. So, and they're going in for a battle. Can we escape this? We can't even escape this. This is not good. This is not good. Pyrrhus, you're going to have to roll very good. We do have reinforcements constantly coming in. We'll click on this. Yeah, as long as these reinforcements can keep on coming in, it's going to be helpful. But Pyrrhus needs to roll extremely well to win this battle. As by the looks of it, we are not rolling well enough. Reinforcements are constantly coming. It's going to be a close battle, but I think he might just have me here, unfortunately. That sucks a lot. Luckily, we have the manpower to replenish, but yeah, it's really unfortunate. Guys, don't go in anymore, you idiots. Yeah, just retreat back. We need to form up. We can beat this army. It's fine. It was just a minor setback, honestly. And they are taking attrition as well, so... But this is going to drain our manpower, and we don't really have the manpower to be drained. Okay, so we're pursuing them right now before they do manage to catch our territory. We luckily have caught 13,000 of them, so just like that, we are now back in this war. I think as well, they can't have much manpower left either, so yeah, it's unfortunate that we did just get set back so much, but luckily we didn't lose this fort we had secured right here, so all we have to do is take this back, and then things should go back into our control. Okay, so after another couple bloody battles, we have now finally secured basically all the territory that I want. People want peace as well. I mean, yeah, this war has gone on for far too long due to my sloppy maneuvering, but just by losing that one battle, it kind of pushed us back. And look at the manpower we lost because of it. It's kind of crazy. But now we can just go ahead and secure all of this territory quite nicely. They'll be more than happy to do it. I'm also going to take this bit of territory as well, just to give us access to this river crossing. And this should be nice because it's going to go ahead and complete our region of Epirus and also give us a little bit into the next region. Obviously, we're also going to be asking for as much money as they can give us, 66 gold. I guess that'll do. I don't think you could ask for war operations in Imperator Rome, I don't think. I can't see it, so yeah, I assume there is no war reparations. It's just, you know, take provinces and then take money as well. So we'll do that. We'll secure ourselves. We're also going to just kill their families as well. I don't need any of their families. It's going to give us a nice amount of money. We also now have a very large army. I don't think we need this large of an army. But yeah, we've just secured this territory. It's going to give us a ton of olives. We can hopefully trade with people, again, to help boost our economy. And now that we are at peace, I think what we're going to do is we are going to go down onto the lower army maintenance to save us some cash. So yeah, we're going to do that. That'll go ahead and give us a bit more money. I'm also probably going to merge these guys as well. Yeah, we'll consolidate all the units just to save us some manpower as well, because yeah, we need to go ahead and boost this manpower back up. You can see though that all the units that are loyal do not get merged. If they're loyal to someone, they will refuse to get merged and they'll just stay as they are. Okay, so before I get sidetracked again, let's make this decision. Do I want these bonuses right here, or would I rather other stuff? So if we were to take oratory, we would probably pick up improve relations and also this. And that would give us a bonus to each of these every month, which is, like, it adds up. +1 doesn't sound like a lot, but it adds up. It really, really does. Or would I rather something else? What else would I get? Probably the slave output, because if you have, I think, 12 to 14 slaves in a region, you get more resources, and this basically also gives you more money as well. Or would I rather something else? I don't know. I think we will go with the power projection, right? And get the points up. Oh, I don't know, that money though is so nice. But our economy is actually really good whilst we're on low taxes. So actually, let's do this. So let's get loyalty from generals. Not that that's very important. And we'll pick up improved relations. So nice. We now get a great bonus to our citizen happiness and also a bonus. So we should now be getting 7. Yeah, 7 in both of these, which is pretty goddamn high. And I guess now for the next, like, little while, we'll be focusing more internally on the Empire because we don't really have the manpower to go to war with anyone. So I think I'm going to be looking for more allies in Greece as well as maybe some allies externally. So we have also now just unlocked our first military tradition, and these are basically like permanent bonuses to your armies that you can go ahead and continue to upgrade. You can get whole stuff from, like, you know, heavy infantry morale to better cavalry to, you know, better starting experience and decaying as your units get more and more kind of used to the battle. So right now we don't have access to heavy infantry, so I guess this one is kind of pointless, and we won't have access to cavalry for a little while either. So we'll be looking for something else probably right off the bat, and I guess the only thing that's going to affect us right now is going to be the Veterans of the Great Campaign. So we're going to pick this one up. It's going to make our infantry start off a little bit stronger and also mean that they lose their stuff a little bit quicker, which I think will be great. We're also getting some trade offers as well. So no, a trade offer just went away. No, I wanted my 50 gold. Probably to ask to buy our olives right now, and you know, we can basically sell both of these olives, and that should really help out our economy. We go to the economy tab right now. You can see, yeah, we're making a lot of money, and slowly but surely our commerce is going up. Yes, you can have my olives. Money-wise, we're actually looking really, really good right now. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and build a fort down here. So there are only 4 buildings in Imperator Rome: a marketplace, a training camp, a fortress, and a granary. And each of these do a certain thing. So for example, the marketplace gives you tax, commerce, and civilization, which allows you to upgrade your pops, I think, or basically just gives you a bigger boost to your stats, and it basically allows you to have a lot more population. I think though, for example, down here we're going to have to build a fort because this is a river crossing and it's also hills, and it will hopefully secure this kind of southern region. I wouldn't mind building one here once we have this territory, but obviously this isn't ours right now, so we can't secure it. But, you know, building a fortress here will basically just secure this river crossing its hills, so we get a good terrain bonus there. And it will allow us to conquer more land in Greece, I think, in the coming months once our manpower is up to at least probably like 15,000. I'll probably wait until then before we do dive into another war. It might also be a good idea to boost our stability when we have a bit more religious power, because you can do that by going into the religious tab. Where is it? I always get a little bit lost here. There you go. And by sacrificing. So we need 300 to do that. And yeah, I also decided to choose this one as well to boost up my manpower a little bit quicker. The extra 11% isn't a lot, but it adds up and it is useful. Okay, so our research is really bad right now, and I think there's something we need to do about it. It's nice to have the second class of freemen because they produce so much population, but we need the research points. We need the research efficiency. So let's go ahead and promote a few pops in our land, just because we honestly need it. It's going to cause us a bit of corruption, but it's stuff that we need to have happen because our research rate is really bad. So let's just go ahead and upgrade. I don't know, let's upgrade another 2 more in our capital. So yeah, we have 10 of the citizens we just kind of promoted up, and now we'll be able to get a bit more research points because, as you can see, like, I've never run into a situation where I've almost run out of these points, and as you can see, I am running out of these. So we've boosted up our research efficiency quite nicely. I think it was originally 60%, now it's 86%, and we're getting about 6 more research points a turn, so that's very useful. We just need these to fire because I don't want to waste I guess we'll never waste our civic power, but yeah, maybe these aren't actually that useful now anymore. Yeah, these are basically useless, so I'm actually just going to save my civic power until we do hit these, and then we can just buy a ton in a big bull. But yeah, sorting out that is probably what I'm gonna have to be spending my oratory power on. Just maybe in a few of my other regions who have a lot of freemen, we need to maybe just make more citizens, because yeah, like someone like here and here, these two can quite easily boost up to that. Yeah, we can definitely promote a few more of these in a couple months time. So I had some new technology advances. We went ahead and grabbed up level 1 in basically everything, and that went ahead and allowed us to pick up some extra abilities right here, and we gained the one that actually gave us an extra trade route. I've also been improving relations with Ionia, and now we have access to iron in our capital. So what we can do is we can now build some heavy ass infantry. I'm looking forward to this because now we we're going to be able to reinforce our army with an extra, you know, kind of more sturdier front line than this light infantry that we've currently been using. So yeah, I'm super pumped that they are now going to become part of my army. They're going to be more expensive, but they're going to be able to obviously do a lot better. Pyrrhus for cold. Oh no, that's not good. Is it just him? He's got a cold personality. Yeah, he just can't have as many friends as he would like, unfortunately. How's my son doing as well? I have a son, yeah. He's my primary heir. Does everyone support him? Because that can be an issue in your kingdom if you go to government. Yeah, the majority of people all support my son. Okay, that's good. 20, yeah, only one person supports this navy guy, but that's absolutely fine with me. Also, a shipwreck has happened, and what we can do is we can basically pay this dude who lost all his tradable goods, or we can do this thing at the bottom. We lose 40 gold, but we gain a local trade route, I assume, in the capital, yeah, in Epirus, till the end of the game. I mean, hell yeah, that's an amazing feat, right? That is so good to get an extra trade route right off the bat. Now we can really decide what we want here. We could import some more grain to get that that manpower boost, which is something I'm looking forward to, because yeah, we already have a grain in the capital. Yeah, we're already trading in one grain from Scythia. If we train in another one, then we'll gain an extra 10% manpower, and we need manpower, right, as much as we can. So I think we're gonna pick that up, and we're gonna take it from the north. Yeah, so now, as you can see, we're getting a bonus to our national manpower. So yeah, that's going to be great. You can see the 10% right there. Surplus of grain, 10%. So we're now getting like an extra, I don't know, 10, 15 people every month. That's very good. So I've decided who we're going to go to war with next. We're going to go down here in the south. They're already busy fighting. But actually, no, they're not actually fighting anyone in there at the moment. However, I think we're going to move in now, and we're going to try and just secure this territory. We are currently fighting someone else in another war up here to the north as well. But hopefully they stay up there busy whilst we deal with this war. So let's go to war. We've already got a claim. Sparta will join us. Oh, a bunch of other people. Yeah, we could take a ton of land in this war. Unfortunately, Sparta has a truce, so they won't join us, but that's fine. I don't think we're going to need them. Let's just move across into the land right now, and oh, apparently we can call Sparta in? No, it just said they couldn't join in. Yeah, they can't. Oh, they can now? I guess their truce just ended, so Sparta are now in. Hopefully they'll take the brunt of the assault, and oh my god, Sparta took a swathe of territory over here. That's good for us, very good. They want to, yeah, sure, we'll join your war as well. So we're now in a big old war down here in the south, basically of all of this territory, which is, yeah, pretty hilarious, and yeah, we're fighting together. So if we can take all of this clump of territory from Sparta before they can get it, that'd be very, very nice for us, and it looks like this is just going to be an easy smash and grab, all of this territory. I have to hope that they don't come down and siege me, though, because we'd have to move our army back north. And this is also the first time we're using heavy infantry as well in our army, which is great. They're expensive, but they're effective. I've been promoting a ton of pops over my land, and as we can see, my tech rate has actually gone up quite nicely. It's up to 16 now. Our efficiency is up to 125%, where it was like, I think, 60% not so long ago, and our techs are really starting to flourish, which is really useful, because we can just unlock better stuff. For higher techs, you get more bonuses as well. As you can see, the more levels you go up, you get more morale. Stuff costs a little bit more, but generally the bonuses are worth it, especially in like Civic, getting more commerce and stuff. Like money really starts to flow in. So yeah, that's good that our research is now sorted. We've taken a hit to manpower because of it, upgrading these to citizens, but I think it'll be worth it in these 3 regions, honestly. And we can always move these, we could actually literally move all these citizens to our capital as well to take probably the most benefit from this and having the higher civilization level. Nice, we've just unlocked a new military tradition, which we can actually go ahead and use pretty effectively now because we have the heavy infantry. I think what we'll do is we'll pick up this extra boost to heavy infantry morale. Now, we have a ton of it at the moment. You know, we don't really have the economy to support an entire force of it, but just having an extra boost to the ones we do have is going to be useful. We also have enough civic power to get a new invention, and I think we're going to be grabbing up the siege ability, right? Oh man, we should have just done this. It would have saved us like a bunch of military power because it makes them all military tradition. Yeah, it is military power. Wow, that sucks. We could also pick up slave output as well. That would really help our economy because there's so many of these. As you can see, when you get rolling on tech, it's just great stuff everywhere, and it feels really satisfying to pick these up because they're there's just so much stuff here, which is great. You know, monthly loyalty is nice as well. If we had a bigger army and stuff, omen duration is great. Population growth is amazing. I think we'll pick up the siege ability though, just because it's going to hopefully make these go quicker, which will then make it so that we don't lose as much manpower, and so on and so on. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to end the war as soon as we are victorious in this siege. We're going to end the war and just take these 4 provinces, because I don't want to overextend too much. I don't want to piss off anyone else. Also, Macedon are very much in our favor as well. We've been focusing quite heavily, just constantly improving our opinion of them and sending them gifts, and Macedon very much like us, so that's really good. That should hopefully give us free will at conquering hopefully the whole of Greece down here to the south, and then we can maybe look to take this territory. And then I do really want to invade Rome. Oh my god, Rome have been slaughtered in this one. I don't think I've ever seen a successful Rome in all my time playing so far. Wow. I mean, obviously, we've only been playing for like 20 years, but still, Rome have struggled, and so have Carthage as well. These big empires are just too big right now. You can see the Seleucids are starting to break up. You know, we've also got Frisia starting to break up as well a little bit. I mean, it's good because I want the iron from Ionia, so that's beneficial to us. But yeah, interesting times. Okay, so the war is now over, and we can go ahead and secure ourselves some extra territory. Obviously, we'll take all the money that we can, and yeah, this will be a nice little base into Hellas, and hopefully we can continue to push on. Again, we'll kill their families. Look at that. That's very nice. Now, we are going to be starting to get a little... It's like rebels here or something. They'll probably go away as soon as we move in. Breaking the alliance of Sparta, that's fine, because eventually we do want to fight Sparta, so that's good. We also have... Oh my god, yeah, we have a lot of... we have a lot of these forts. The forts are costly, so you don't necessarily want them everywhere. Mountains here, though, yeah. So we probably want the fort there and not at the crossing. Yeah, so let's destroy the fort. So then we'll have a fort across the crossing. This will cover these regions. We'll need something over here, but that's fine. You know, this region can just get taken. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, so then they have to go through this mountain pass to take anything along here. That's perfect, actually. That secures our northern borders and the river crossing quite nicely. I don't want to give up a good guy to that. Let's just do that. It's only, what, sacrifice? Oh, that's actually good. We actually do want a very good guy there, because the higher this is, the cheaper it is to get our stability up. And we do probably want to focus on our stability, because sacrificing to the gods is basically like boosting your stability by 1. And I think right now it's quite expensive. If we go to religion, yeah, it's 269 right now. And hopefully we'll have enough. Hopefully we can acquire enough religious power to do that before our omen runs out, because going up to 2 or 3 stability is very useful. But yeah, look at that. Just like that, we've boosted our territory quite nicely. We've got our inroads into Greece down here. We've kind of got our fingers in quite a lot of pies down here as well, because we've got a lot of regions. And we've got 4 regions right now, which is kind of crazy, but they're not really fully developed yet. So we're going to have to do something about that. Speaking of which, we might want to change this monthly civilization change to something else now. I mean, our economy is really good. Our manpower is going up at an okay rate. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. So we might want to actually change this. Maybe another import would be good, and more commerce. Yeah, let's do it. Let's encourage trade. We'll lose the civilization, which is nice, don't get me wrong, but it's fine. I think this early on, I'd rather have another import. And now the question is, do we want to get any bonuses? So we have earthworks. What is the bonus to earthwork? Oh, we don't even have it available, right? No, we don't. Yeah, so what do we want? Is there anything we could get like a big boost to? We have marble. Is marble being sold right now? It's not. No. Is there anything else we could like really deal with? That would give us a big bonus. Wood wouldn't be bad, honestly, because it does give you surplus. If you have a surplus, it gives you a bit more money, but it also allows you to build ships. We might want to be doing that also. Who the hell do these guys think they are? Let's go and deal with them. So yeah, maybe we'll want to try and get some ships so we could invade over here. I mean, I probably couldn't even do it. Mesopotamia looks frigging massive, or Mesopia, or whatever they're called. Nice. Yeah, maybe we want to build ships so we could actually start invading this land. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Let's get our asses over here. I really just want to peace out of this war. Can I peace out of this war yet? Let's take a look. Let's yeah, we've paused it already. Can I just peace out? They won't let me wipe peace. That's rude. That is very, very rude. Oh, well, hopefully they'll just kill these guys. It's actually good if they kill these guys, because then we can fight this dude without an issue, and we can also start taking land up here. But I think our next goal is probably to secure more of this territory in these regions, because right now these provinces are quite small, so that's going to probably be our next goal. But yeah, anyway, back to the trade stuff. What do we want? That's the question. Stone is pretty good. Local fort defense is very good. Hemp is also pretty decent as well, because you get slave output. Yeah, let's get hemp actually, because the slave output is really useful. Again, Ionia are giving us a lot. They're giving us our iron, and they're also giving us our other our hemp now, which is really useful. Tribesmen, we don't have any tribesmen, so we don't need that. I guess we'll pick up the extra fort defense. Yeah, sure. Speaking of which, we probably should build a fort over here in the north as well. So yeah, let's actually do it. These are mountains, so let's get a fort up here to the north. Just because we don't have one right now, and obviously they could just steamroll through our land over here. Whoa, why is their balance of power so bad? Yeah, get out of my land. It's probably because we're in the mountains, right? My God. We need them to, like, get out, and then we need to move in, because I can't let them take that mountain province, can I? Holy crap. Yeah, the battle is just not in our favor. Oh my God, are they actually going to siege us out? We can't fight these battles. This is really bad. Hopefully we can catch them in. Yeah, hopefully we can. These are just mountains as well, though. I mean, I guess we're going in for this battle, but yeah, they've got a lot of soldiers, and the mountains, as you can tell, are brutal terrain to fight in, and because we don't have a fort there, we don't get the terrain bonus. Luckily, we got here first, and they're attacking me, so we're going to slaughter their armies here. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need to build a fort up here, because none of this would have happened if we already had that fort there. And again, they're going to come in once again, and once we just beat these guys back, we can just sit on this province, because there's hills and mountains. We can just sit here and hopefully wait for this war to be over. You know, wait for them to secure this territory. It's annoying because we are losing manpower. We just don't, like, this is a war I probably should have just refused to join, but I'm too honorable, you see. My God, I can't believe they've done this. They've taken this province in the peace deal before I could take it back. How annoying. I mean, it was only fish, but now we don't have, oh, we do still have fish. Yeah, we still have fish, so I guess it's not the end of the world. But yeah, wars in the north are to come very soon, I think. We need to reclaim back this province. Yeah, we just need our manpower. We need our manpower to replenish quite nicely, and then it's time to go in to, I mean, I want to take land in the south. I want to take land in the north. I really don't know. And also, oh, we're holding the Olympics now, which is great. No, Ionia got killed by someone. I think it was a rebellion, and now we've lost our resources, and we can't get our iron back anymore. No, that is so bad. Oh, that's so unfortunate. So we can't recruit any more heavy infantry. That's why we need to kill Sparta, because if we kill Sparta, we claim their iron, and that's something we desperately do need to do. But for now, I guess we'll just try and pick up some other stuff. We can get hemp from someone else. Yeah, nice. We can get hemp from Macedon, so that's good, and that should hopefully improve our relations with them as well. Is there anything else we could really... I mean, vegetables is not bad, because the extra supply lines are good. It just means you don't take attrition. And we already have... Yeah, we already have enough of that. We don't need the happiness from these surpluses. Yeah, let's go ahead and pick up the vegetables, just because that's like one of the only things we can do. And we still gain a little bit of money. When we import, we also gain money. So the question is, what is our next expansion? I guess in the north, right? I guess we just advance in the north and we try and claim this territory. Luckily, by the time our truce is up, this fortress will be done. Our manpower should be replenished, and we should be able to take, like, sways of land over here. Hopefully, we can secure, like, up to at least this province right here. That'll give us some good bonuses for sure. God, it's such a shame though we lost that extra resource. And I guess I'm gonna pick up. Some more infantry probably. Yeah, let's just pick up 2 more units of... Actually, let's pick up 2 more units of archers, because we're probably always going to keep the archers in our army. So, yeah, let's pick up 2 more units of archers, and then we'll prepare ourselves. But overall, this has not been a bad start, and I think that's where we're going to go ahead and end this episode right here. We've secured Epirus as a region, even though we've just lost a region, or a province from that region. But yeah, we've secured Epirus as a province, I should say. We've taken land down here in the south and also into mainland, kind of, or the kind of bottom parts of Greece in this place. You know, we're getting closer and closer to these. And we can even move around. I mean, I'm pretty sure that Macedon is guaranteeing everyone besides Sparta. So I guess it is war with Sparta next, and that I'm not opposed to that, because Sparta have some very good resources that I want. I want their iron, so if we can go to war with them and Macedon won't declare war, Macedon just guarantee them everything good. So yeah, I think our next war will be against Sparta, and then also in the north as well. I mean, it looks like they're getting killed by someone as well. God, it's a dog-eat-dog world out here. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. If you have, be sure to drop a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already for the next episode, and I'll see you guys in the next one.